Alright, trying to finish out our league strong. We're going to keep his hand on the draw for round 3. Opponent mulled to 6 and scryed to the top. Almost missed their first land drop. No 2-drop. Alright, there's a land. Thriving Rhino. I can get big pretty fast. I think I'm just playing Trinketeer here, using all my mana. I could also like Glintness Crane and select for inspection, but I don't think I need to worry about that just yet. I want to threaten to get this going earlier. Now I just want to draw lands for the rest of the game, basically. Well, I guess I will want a permanent answer to the Rhino later. Alright, die young, killing my guy. I can also just play this P-Foul to block his 3/4 Rhino next turn, so I don't need to worry too much about it. Start scrying for land. Bottom that. No, keep scry. Top that. Another Rhino. Alright, so I'll let him attack. But we have the select for inspection to reset all those counters next turn, so that'll be good. I think I scry upkeep here. Nah, I guess not. We would have drawn the land anyway. Played perfectly, clearly. Let's lead off with the Glintness Crane. Is that correct? I mean, that gives me an opportunity to start getting it in the air. I could play Theorist and keep the Scry engine going, but I think I'd rather just play the Crane. See if we get lucky and hit something again. Probably not. Oh wow, we did. Okay. It was actually the perfect card to hit, too. And then we will pass. Don't have an opportunity to like make a mega block here, but just go ahead and do this. I'll push that land to the bottom. Okay, something. I'm not going to scry here end of turn. I think I'm going to wait one turn because I want to reconsider after I see what my Cloud Blazer hits me. Okay, it's a card. Next turn I'll be able to play it and make a servo right away, but that's not super impressive in the face of this. But regardless, we will play Cloud Blazer. Alright, those were good draws. So do I want to try to gang block this Pima outright or next turn? Or do I just want to take 4? I could put both my 1/3s and my 2/2 in front of it. It doesn't seem amazing. It also gets blown up by removal pretty badly. I guess I'll keep my option open. I guess I can do it with the P-Fel too. Doesn't matter a ton. Yeah, I'll just pass. It's the difference of 1 damage, and you know, as I said, our deck I think is going to be able to win most long games, so I don't need to try to race unnecessarily. Okay, tune with Aether. So we could try to build up enough energy to, oh, he gets a mountain, that's interesting. Okay, sending both in, so that makes it much more likely that he's got a trick of some kind. So I could put everything in front of the Pima Outrider, or I could just put P-Fel in front of the Rhino. If he wants to spend a trick, that's fine. Next turn I can Fairgrounds Warden to get rid of the Outrider. Alright, I'm fine with this development too. Maybe he's also playing Hazardous Conditions. Probably just replaying his Rhino though. Ooh, a Renegade Freighter. Okay, that could be a problem. Scry. Yeah, a little late for Insidious Will. I'm going to push that. Alright, land was good. That's what I was looking for. So here, start with this. Get that out of the way. Next turn he's going to play the Rhino, crew up the Freighter, and then make this a 4-5. It's not good for me. So I might just want to chump block here with the Theorist. Send him with everything else. Play my Sky Whale and try to race. We have a 2-turn clock in the air. Okay. Don't think that changes much. Which gives him an extra attacker for the turn after next. Or I guess next turn for him. Yep, those are coming in. I'm just going to throw my Theorist under the bus. Take 5. And I'm probably just going to play Trinketeer and pass next turn. I guess it depends if I draw a land to send my P-Fel to the air as well. Plays Rhino. Alright, we did draw land. So I can P-Fel to the air, attack for 8, play 2 blockers, and if he doesn't have a way to deal with one of my flyers, he's just dead. Seems like a plan. I get to leave back a bunch of blockers. See, I can do this, he goes to 7, or he goes to 6, and then any 2 of these are lethal. How much am I going to need to block with here? I feel like I want to leave a bunch of toughness back to deal with this Freighter. My blocks are going to look like this chumps Rhino, this can trade here. Fairgrounds Warden's probably going to have to chump here. So yeah, I think I like this. Play this. Let's better than making a servo because it has more toughness to soak up from the freighter. Maybe that's incorrect, because I can just put the crane on the freighter. Depends on what he does here. He's not going to be able to send in with the Sage, I guess, because he has to use it to crew the freighter. So that's good for me. Probably just going to chump everything. Ooh, he's not sending with Thriving Rhino. What does that tell me? I'm not sure. Must mean he has a way to deal with the Sky Whale, because then he takes 5 blocks here. Oh, okay, interesting. Does spend energy. So, if I block wrong, I could die to a pump spell or a burn spell. The way he played tells me that he must have a way to... I guess maybe he just assumes that this going into combat isn't going to change anything. So let's look at some configurations. I can do this and this. He kills Sky Whale, and then he takes 4. Does that. I would need to draw a way to kill the Rhino if he had a removal spell for this. Or if he had a flying blocker, I guess. So maybe I can do this. And then if he kills Sky Whale, I have 2 in the air. But I would still need to have a way to get the Trinketeer through, so... I could also just take 5, but I don't think that changes my clock at all. So this makes the most sense to me, to just do this. Soak up as much damage as I can without losing significant board position. See what his plan is post-combat. Maybe like a High Spire Artisan or something. Maybe he was just hoping I would block wrong. Okay. Well, that's pretty bad for me. Let's draw. Good news is we have this active Trinketeer now. So I can send my P-Fel into the air again, attack for 8. And then I'll have 4 blockers back, which might not be enough. So maybe I don't need to send my P-Fel. I can send for 6 and 6, and I've got 5 blockers back. That should be enough. So I need to block Rhino. The thing is, the Stomper and the Freighter both have Trample. So I think I need to leave big toughness back, unfortunately. Send in with our 2 flyers. Just hope that he's not able to deal with them next turn or gain more life. Yep, he's crewing. Just have to make sure I don't misclick and not make my servos or something. Everybody's coming in, but the Rhino. Really surprised he's not sending in this Rhino. He must have something else to deal with what I've got going on. Let's make my servos before blocks. So one servo's jumping in front here, and I guess we're doubling up on the freighter, or I guess the stomper is better. And then I just put Fairgrounds Warden here. I could also put Trinketeer here to kill it. But then I lose everything. I feel like I'd rather keep my Trinketeer around. Do this, I take 2 trample, lose to a pump spell. Man, I feel like if he had a pump spell he would have sent in with the Rhino, so I'm not going to play around that. I'm going to do this, I think. Or maybe I want to keep my P-Fowl, so I can take that off, but then I take 3/4 trample. That's not good. I think this is my best block. Yeah, I think this is it. Lose to a pump spell, but the way he played it doesn't look like he has it. It might kill me. Yeah, it looks like I die. But it looks like I would have not been able to beat that anyway. Alright, that's unfortunate. What were we gonna draw? Nothing for a while. Okay, so he's aggressive green for the 3rd round in a row. Not sure what I want to do about that. I don't really like any of the cheap stuff because it looks like his deck is a little bigger, beefier. So maybe like a select for inspection for a prophetic prism or something, so we can race a little more efficiently. Trade winds also tends to be good against big green dumb things and vehicles. So maybe do that instead of the inspection, and then make that swap on the draw. Seems good to me.